Tonight on Bridge City News, Prime Minister Trudeau held a news conference today demanding that Iran take full responsibility after their president admitted to accidentally shooting down a civilian airliner. The family of a young girl battling cancer is getting a helping hand with acts of kindness from the local Lethbridge community. And a magnitude 5.9 earthquake struck Puerto Rico today, causing major power outages.
Your nation, your province, your southern Alberta. From the heart of Lethbridge, it's Bridge City News with Paul Arthur.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin with an RCMP update on yesterday's tragic two-vehicle head-on collision that claimed the lives of 4 people near Taber, Alberta. 3 employees of B Electric Canada Solar, who were in a company van with 6 other co-workers on their way to a solar energy project, died, including a 26-year-old man from Camrose, a 25-year-old man from Edmonton, and a 29-year-old man from Medicine Hat. The deceased driver of the pickup truck was a 31-year-old man from Saskatoon. 6 passengers were hospitalized, 2 of whom remain in life-threatening condition. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. A local family is experiencing the kindness of fellow community members here in Lethbridge. 5-year-old Jennifer Ortega was diagnosed last year with a cancerous kidney tumor, and the family now has to travel to Calgary every week for treatments, placing financial and other stress on the family of 5. But a couple of local community groups, LCO International and Connecting Our Community Lethbridge, were busy with some practical help today at a local church, inviting anyone who wants to help to join in.
There's no better way than to invite the residents of Lethbridge to come together by way of creating meals with us, financial gift cards. We've encouraged children to come on board. We have hockey teams, daycares who have all created beautiful cards of encouragement, cheering little Jennifer on.
So I've just decided to help this family so that they could have a freezer full of meals, and I thought what a great opportunity for the community to get involved so we can work together to help this family and make them feel a little bit loved and also encouraged that we're rooting for them. My biggest motivation is probably that I've been the recipient of something like this before. When I heard that this family was looking for meals to give to this family, I thought, I can cook, I can give back that way. That's something that I received. It's something that I can give back to.
I just met the family back in December through my boys. They were talking about Jennifer being so sick, and they know one of her brothers. So thankful for everybody that is coming on board and helping out this family. They really need us right now, and it's amazing to see the kind of community that we live in.
LCO International has a meal train posted on their website so that if you aren't able to make it today, you are welcome to go onto that website. You can find it all on social media, and you can actually go and pick a date that hasn't been collected by someone within the community of Lethbridge to make a meal for the family.
Meal donations can be made by connecting with mealtrain.com, and monetary donations can be made at lcointernational.com. Stats Canada says the Lethbridge Medicine Hat area had the lowest unemployment rates for all of Alberta in December, coming in at 4%, down from 4.9% in November. Overall in Alberta, the jobless rate was at 7%, a drop of 0.2% from November. Nationally, the economy added 35,200 jobs in December, bringing the jobless rate down from 5.9 to 5.6%. For all of 2019, the Canadian economy added a total of about 320,000 jobs. If you have any old electronics cluttering up your house or office, you can drop them off this weekend to be recycled at no cost to you. eCycledrive.com has 3 drop-off locations in Lethbridge, including the West and North Side Save-On Foods and Visions Electronics on Mayor McGrath Drive. They'll be open today and tomorrow during store hours. Recyclable items include ornamental light sets without the bulbs, TVs, stereos, cameras, printers, cell phones, microwaves, monitors, and computers. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said he spoke with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani today, hours after Iran admitted its military had shot a Ukrainian jetliner out of the sky over Tehran, killing all 176 civilians on board. He said the world and Canada still have many questions about how the senseless tragedy could have taken place. Trudeau demanded Iran take full responsibility and proceed with a fully open and transparent investigation.
Late last night, Iran confirmed that it unintentionally shot down Flight 752. This is an extremely serious matter. Canada and the world still have many questions that must be answered. Earlier this morning, I spoke with President Rouhani of Iran. I told him that Iran's admission that its own armed forces unintentionally shot down Flight 752 is an important step towards providing answers for families. I had a chance to sit with some of the families of the victims. They are hurt, angry, and grieving. They want answers. They want justice. What Iran has admitted to is very serious. Shooting down a civilian aircraft is horrific. Iran must take full responsibility. Canada will not rest until we get the accountability, justice, and closure that the families deserve. I am, of course, outraged and furious that families across this country are grieving the loss of their loved ones, that the Iranian-Canadian community is suffering so greatly, that all Canadians are shocked and appalled at the senseless loss of life.
An Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander says his unit accepts full responsibility for accidentally shooting down a Ukrainian passenger plane. General Amir Ali Hajizadeh says he wished he was dead after learning about the downing of the plane. Iran's armed forces say they mistook the passenger plane for a hostile target after it turned toward a military center. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is calling for an official apology and says he expects financial compensation. A number of Canadian universities are holding vigils this weekend to honor the victims of that plane crash. Several attendees at a packed University of Ottawa memorial wept yesterday evening as they remembered 3 of the dead who were fellow students from the university.
As an undergrad looking to get some experience researching, I still remember the day I met him. He was wearing a salmon pink turtleneck, and if you knew Saeed, you had probably seen him in that pink turtleneck because he wore it all the time. I mean, I will always remember his smile because he was always smiling, and it was a great smile. I will always remember the sound of him singing some Iranian music in the lab, and you could never know what he was singing, of course, because it was Farsi, but there was always the sound of him singing in the background. He loved to sing.
He hadn't fully decided what he wanted to do. One option was to do a postdoctoral fellowship. The other option was to try and find an industrial job in Canada. He was considering moving to Canada and trying to start a family. And unfortunately, these dreams were really cut short. Saeed was somebody very important in our lab, and we're really going to miss him. And it really hurts to have him not be around and to see his desk and his fume hood and everything the way he left it before he went to Iran.
A magnitude 5.9 earthquake struck Puerto Rico today, causing major power outages across its south. The quake was the strongest shake since Tuesday's 6.4 earthquake. That knocked out power across Puerto Rico and has left many people without water. More than 2,000 people remain in shelters and don't want to return to their homes because of extensive damage. Authorities in southeastern Australia are now dealing with a massive inferno after 2 wildfires merged overnight in New South Wales near Victoria. The 640,000-hectare blaze is expected to burn for weeks with no rain in sight. The devastation caused by the fire crisis has increased the criticism of Prime Minister Scott Morrison's Conservative government. Protesters in Sydney and Melbourne accuse the government of doing too little to combat climate change. Recapping one of our top news stories, Prime Minister Trudeau held a news conference today demanding that Iran take full responsibility after their president admitted to his country accidentally shooting down a civilian airliner. And a look at weekend weather, we begin our descent into the basement. Temperatures for the week ahead. Cloudy tonight with about 2 centimeters of snow coming down with a low of -20 and a wind chill of -30. For tomorrow, cloudy with periods of snow and a high of only -19, but with a wind chill it will feel like -33. Integrating politics in the classroom can be damaging, especially when the ideology is one-sided. That, according to a Manitoba high school teacher and author, Michael Zwagstra. Hal Roberts has that interview coming right up. But first, here's a look at what's happening in and around your community.
Here's your Bridge City News Community Calendar. Warm your hearts this season and come enjoy the Winter Light Festival at the Nikayuko Japanese Garden until January 31st. Gates are open from 6 to 9 p.m. Experience the illumination of over 100,000 lights decorating the beautifully shaped trees and garden. Admission is $9 for adults, $7 for kids ages 6 to 15, and various ticket packages are also available. For more information, visit nikayuko.com. Blankets for Canada Lethbridge meets Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon at Southminster United Church. Share your knitting and crocheting skills to keep those who are in need in our community warm. Donations of yarn and financial gifts are greatly appreciated and can be dropped off at the church. For more information, visit blanketsforcanada.ca or call 403-329-6586. And that's your Bridge City News Community Calendar.